Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back, man. Today we're checking out David Bowie with Absolute Beginners. All right, so we're gonna hit play on this one today, man. Haven't heard this song from David Bowie yet, but we have a lot of David Bowie on the channel, so if you're new, feel free to dive in and check that out. Let's go ahead and read off the request. It says, Absolute Beginners by David Bowie is a time machine for me that takes me back to my early teens and is one of my favorite love songs. This is a fan-made lyric video from the album version. Rick Wakeman is on piano. Then with Rick and David together, I feel like I'm going to be in for a nice ride, all right? So it says he played on many earlier Bowie songs, but I think this is the only 80s song Bowie, the only 80s Bowie song he played on. Okay, so he was there a lot earlier, kind of showed up on the 80s one here, right here. The sax solo was played by English jazz musician Don Weller. Don Weller, I feel like we have heard his name as well before. We've definitely seen Don Weller on some stuff, so thanks again for that. Yo, thank you very much for the donation request. So let's go ahead and hit play, spin this one up, see what's going on with David Bowie. We've got almost 8 minutes of song right here, guys, so let's go ahead and dive in, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description if you guys are enjoying the channel, man. Consider becoming a member on my YouTube Patreon. Let's spin it up, see what's happening. Drumming pattern. Love it.
I've nothing much to offer. There's nothing much to take. Absolute beginner, but I'm absolutely sane. As long as we're together, the rest can go to hell. Absolutely love you, but we're absolute beginners. With eyes completely open, but neither's know the same. Nothing much could happen. Nothing we can't shake.
scenery pictures.
As long as you're still smiling. There's nothing more I need. I absolutely love you. But we're absolute beginners. Well, if my love is your love, we're certain to succeed. If our love song would fly over mountains, would sail over heartaches,
Sail over heartaches.
just like the films. If there's reason to feel all the hard times, to lay down the hard lines, it's absolute pressure.
Tons of ornaments. Oh. Ooh, that sax be saxing. Switching up the beat right here. Oh, that's fire. Oh, what a send-off. Oh man, that was dope. What was that? A couple minutes of just the music kicking up, man. The tempo change. They hit you with a whole different section of music right back into the bump bump boo or whatever you say, man. That was great, man. That was absolutely like an exploration of an ending right there. I really liked that. The rest of the song was dope too. So absolute beginners. It took me a little bit like, what are we talking about? To me, it sounds like we're absolute beginners at this love thing, right? I don't have much to lose. There's not like, I don't know, at the beginning he was pretty much saying that he doesn't have much to give and there's not much to take. So maybe you two are really starting from nothing, right? Y'all don't know much about this. It's not like one of y'all is taking advantage of the other, or one can really give each other all the keys to success here in this relationship. You're both figuring that out for the first time. He even said, you know, later on, we're both beginners. So yeah, they're figuring out this love thing. There's not much at stake. There's not much to lose. Hey, we haven't done this before, and we haven't really, tried this relationship thing with each other. So if it doesn't work out, well, we just go back to the lives that we had. But there's a lot to be gained here if it works out, right? We'll have one another forever, and he's hoping that their love song could be like the movies, right? Where we see a lot of the best shining moments that don't always portray the full experience of a relationship, right? The hard lines, the downfalls, kind of like he was saying. Maybe they can avoid that. Maybe they can like fly over that and not have to worry about that. Maybe they can have that storybook forever. But so even with that mindset, it's like, yeah, they're absolute beginners, right? Because when you go through the things, there is going to be ups and there's going to be downs, but the highs are hopefully going to be better than the lows, you know what I mean? So, but dope song right here, definitely talking about finding their footing throughout the relationship. I thought the music was put together amazingly. Right from the beginning, I got sucked in by that drumming, man. That drumming beat was a lot of fun. It was nice to listen to. Of course, Wakeman comes in with a lot of ornaments on this thing, just putting his pianos, peaks here and there, just dropping them in for the ear and the listener. And if you're a fan of Wakeman, man, you're loving it every time. That sax, though, dang near steals the show on this thing. Don Weller dang near steals the show. He had a nice short sax solo in the midsection of the song, but at the end, my goodness, he practically took the reins on this thing and drove that thing like it was Santa Claus behind his sleigh. You know what I mean? Don Weller did his thing. Shout out to him. Shout out to the whole group right here on Absolute Beginners. Nice, beautiful, like early love listening, right? When you're listening to this one, you're feeling that way. When you're in that pocket, you're like in a new relationship, or you're listening to this thing, it's got to hit crazy. But as a listen, regardless of where you're at, it was amazing. It was an amazing song with Absolute Beginners. So let's go ahead and dive in and do a little bit of research and see if there's anything out here for Absolute Beginners. All right, so we got Absolute Beginners right here from David Bowie, released in 1986, and David Bowie is the songwriter on this one. It says it was It was the theme song to a 1986 film of the same name, itself an adaptation of the book Absolute Beginners. Although the film was not a commercial success, the song was a big hit, reaching number 2 in the UK. It also reached top 10 on the main singles charts in 10 other countries. It peaked at number 53 right here in the US. This is Bowie performed Absolute Beginners live on stage in 1987 on his Glass Spider tour, his 2000 mini tour, and his 2002 Heathen tour. The song has been included on a number of Bowie's compilations. So it listed 3 times that he performed it live. I'm wondering, did he only perform it 3 times live? And that's why they're mentioning it. Bowie was good friends with the film's director, Julian Tempo, who had worked with him in his 1984 on the Jazzin' for Blue Jean short film. Bowie agreed to Tempo's request to write music for the film if he could also play the part of Vendis' partner. So Bowie really liked acting, huh? I've been seeing that more and more about his acting kind of career and stuff that he's been in that you guys let me know about. And right here, he pretty much said, sure, I'll make music for you if I can have a part. I'm assuming, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a huge part, or maybe it was, I don't know. So it says when he pretty much got requested for the song, Bowie and his group knocked this thing out pretty quickly, but it got hung up because the film, experienced delayed issues and problems, so they couldn't release this song because the film was getting hung up. But Bowie and his group knocked this thing out of the park. It sounded like right when they got requested to do it. The song featured Rick Wakeman on piano, who had previously performed on Bowie's Space Oddity single and Hunky Dory studio album. Shortly after the sessions wrapped, Mick Jagger flew in to record the charity cover of Dancing in the Street with Bowie, which used many of the same musicians. Bowie recorded the lead vocal of Absolute Beginners at West Side Studios in August. So it says Don Weller's saxophone solo has been described by Music OMH as perhaps the best saxophone solo in a Bowie song. They characterized it as the sound of one man trying to violently expel his innards through the bell of his instrument, and one of the most heartbreaking things put to record. His saxophone, I'm telling you, man, to me it was like, it may have been the shining star of the song, which the song was great, but that sax was on another. He went wild. He went wild with that sax. So dope. Thank you for the donation request. I hope you guys enjoyed rocking out with this one today, man. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description, and consider becoming a member on my YouTube Patreon. Please let me know more from David Bowie that you would like to see on the channel. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.